Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please?
Ready for an adventure? Whether you're revisiting cherished moments or planning new escapades, Nostalgic Travel Talks is here to inspire your wanderlust. Let's take off. Hello, everybody, and welcome. We are here today with Dennice Shupe from Orange Theory Fitness. And I thank you, Dennice, for joining us on today's program. And I thought maybe you could share a little bit about your background and how you got involved with Orange Theory.
Sure. I've actually been in fitness for a long time. I was actually trying to figure that out as I was driving home from work because I thought that would be a question, but it's probably like 30 years I've been teaching fitness.
Mm-hmm.
I got involved with Orange Theory initially as a member. They opened one where I'm from in Iowa, and a good friend of mine was a good fitness friend was involved in it, so I'm like, I'm gonna go check this out. And the studio wasn't, it still had dirt floors when I went in,
Okay.
and so I didn't know anything about it, and I signed up for unlimited. And then I ran into another friend that was going to be working there, and she said, Dennice, you know that it's running, right? And I was like, yeah, which I didn't really like to run. I had back issues, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, whatever. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. And here I am. Now I work there. I love it. And so I was a member probably for, gosh, maybe a year or so before I started working there.
Mm-hmm. Very cool. Okay. Um, well, that's, I was, when I think back to my fitness journey, I had always joined a lot of, I've probably been a member of a health club or another for probably all my adult life. But, you know, it's just, and one of the things has always, up until I joined Orange Theory, is just the lack of follow through for me.
Yeah.
And so that's why I'm so glad I found Orange Theory. And like from the beginning, it was like, this is exactly what I needed. And I'm a retired teacher. And as a teacher, one of the things that I love about Orange Theory is the analysis that you can, teachers have to see, they have to see
Yes.
and to know if it's working or not.
Right.
And that's the thing with Orange Theory, you've got the app, and you can look and you can tell whether you can tell how hard you're working. You can't cheat.
Exactly.
And that was the thing
Yep.
with the other fitness places. I could always cheat myself. And I always say education is like the one area where people don't mind being cheated, you know? And it's sad. It's sad but true. But
Right.
when you're working out and you want to see results, this is a way you can definitely get those results. And
Absolutely.
and the other great thing about Orange Theory is the fact that it's worldwide. And
Yes.
for me, that's a great connection between, um, one of the things, and we talked about this before, one of the things when you go on vacation, it's so hard to stay on track with your fitness. And so that's why Orange Theory is just such a great, it's a great companion to have for me, at least.
Absolutely. I agree.
Yeah, definitely. And so I guess it goes without saying that, well, staying active while you're traveling is definitely an important thing. Do you travel a lot?
I don't travel a lot. I actually just got back on a trip from Hawaii, which was my first trip. But I would say maybe like a vacation once a year, if not every other year. And then when I do travel, I travel home. I go home to
Mhm.
Iowa. So
Mhm.
yeah,
And I bet you take advantage of the Orange Theory classes.
absolutely.
You are.
Yep.
Definitely, definitely. What are some of the biggest challenges people face when they're trying to maintain their fitness routine on the road, do you think?
I think possibly like kind of what you said, like if they're traveling, they don't know where to go or what to do.
Mhm.
Um, and with Orange Theory, of course, your membership travels with you. So if you're going somewhere where you can, get to an Orange Theory, that's amazing. Maybe where they're going, it has a hotel gym, but they're like, I don't know what to do in the hotel gym type thing. So just maybe, thinking about what their plan is going to be and take that regimen with them, whatever that may be.
Yeah, definitely. And how can Orange Theory, how can they help travelers stay on track? Like you said that like if there's not a studio and there's a hotel gym, is there anything that Orange Theory can do to help with that?
So a couple things. Orange Theory in their app. I don't know if you've ever went this deep into the app, but they have at-home workouts,
Mhm.
and they're you can choose if you want body weight or dumbbells. And if you're in the hotel gym or in a facility where you have weights, you could follow along with the app. Or if there isn't even a gym, you just have your hotel room, then you can use you and your body weight in your app and get your workout in. Of course, you can always take your heart rate monitor with you because you can sync your heart rate monitor up to your app, and then you'll get the same get to see your orange spots and get to see your green zone just as if you were in the studio, but you're working outside of the studio.
So what you're saying is there's absolutely no excuses for when you go on vacation for you not to
Exactly.
work out.
Yep. No
You get
excuses.
covered, totally covered.
Yes. Yes.
I'm wondering, I bet that really came in handy. Like I didn't join Orange Theory until after COVID, but I bet that was something that came in handy for people during the pandemic
Yes.
when people could.
During COVID, we actually did live workouts. Um, well, they weren't through the app. They had some on the app, but each individual studio would program live workouts.
Mhm.
For instance, at the time, I was working at East at that time, and I believe it was every Saturday. There might have been another one during the week, but the one I led was on Saturday morning, and we would send out on social media like what equipment you needed, and it was basic equipment like a chair, or if you didn't have hand weights, you would find jugs of water or whatever the case,
Uh-huh.
whatever it was. And then I actually like coached the class. I,
Oh,
I was
okay.
given the information
Mhm.
right from Orange Theory, like just like I would at the studio. I was given the class, and then I just led it through an online portal.
Oh, that's perfect. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just thankful that I found because I didn't know anything. I didn't really know a lot about Orange Theory, and I think I must have gone past there or something. And I was like, I wonder what this is. And so looked into it, and like I said, it was right after the pandemic, so I would have been covered either way if
Yep.
had I known
Yep.
about it at that time too.
Absolutely. Yep.
Okay, that's great. So what are your tips for maintaining good nutrition while traveling?
So I would say, like, nutrition wise, obviously you're going on vacation. You want to have some fun. You're probably going to have some cocktails. You're going to enjoy the dessert. But one thing that like my husband and I do a lot, or if like we travel with another couple a lot, is we'll share meals. So, like get a meal and then just split it in half. Of course, if you're going to those tropical places, grab the fresh fruit, fill up on that fruit,
Mhm.
right? But I do like, I'm definitely a person that I work out so that I can splurge. So if you're on vacation and you're working out, then, have the dessert, have the extra cocktail because you're still working out, you're still moving your body.
Yeah, definitely. And that's part of the thing. Like what you said, it's moderation
Yeah.
because I think a lot
Uh,
of us tend to overdo it. But yeah, if
yes.
and you're not denying yourself, you're getting a chance
Yeah.
to do that fun stuff, but you're just not going overboard, which
Yeah.
is
Exactly.
super important.
That's
Yeah.
the key. Yep.
And how about recovery? Like for example, let's say you work out a few times a week. What how important is recovery and what are some good ways that you can, as a traveler, that you can like after a long flight or a busy day of sightseeing, what are some things that you
Yes.
do?
Number one, just like basic stretches, like you would see in a yoga class, anything like your down dog, your child's pose. I will tell you that one of the workouts that's in the app is like an active recovery, like yoga-ish class. So that even just like going for a walk, just like getting yourself up and moving, um, anything that's gonna like move your body, but that it isn't super strenuous is would be ideal.
Mm-hmm. One of the things I love about, like for example, I go to Europe a lot.
Yes.
And one of the things I so much love is that after dinner, we always go for a walk. Like the people
Yeah.
that I have some friends that live there, and it's just so natural for them,
Yeah.
just get up
Yeah.
and go walking for like sometimes I want to say I haven't been there in about a year, but the last time I was there, it was like I think we took a 1 hour walk after we ate,
Wow. Yeah.
walking and just having
Yeah.
and being
I,
outside. So
yep, exactly. Like that to me, that's the best thing for you, right? I bet it helps with digestion as well.
mhm.
So yeah, eat your meal and then just a nice little recovery on the backside.
Yeah, definitely. Um, so are there other ways that travelers can incorporate physical activity into their itineraries beyond a traditional workout?
I think there's, depending on your where you're going, lots of ways. I know uh when I like for instance, I like I said, I just went to Hawaii. We went on some very like not complicated or like aggressive hikes.
Mhm.
We really enjoyed that. I think too, anymore, wherever you travel, there's always different types of excursions that you can, sign up for. That include like, I remember one time I went zip lining, and that was a whole other like level of fitness that you're not used to, right?
Mhm.
Um, I think too, like a lot of cities that you go to, they have those bicycles, like a bicycle ride. If you're into water sports, I'm not into water sports really, but I'm sure there's, ways that you could stay active with water sports, but walk on the beach, all the good stuff.
Mhm. Yeah, so it's like you almost need to go on vacation. It's a
Yes.
requirement
Yes, I
just to get
agree.
all the fun stuff. Do you think are there any particular destinations that you think that are great for fitness focused travelers?
I think it would depend on like what you're looking for, right? Because I'm not a cold weather person, so you're not going to catch me going somewhere cold to like go skiing, right? That's not my jam. But I suppose if that, like skiing, snowboarding, if that's something you like, that would be a different destination where like I would prefer a walk on the beach or something that's going to be outside in the sun and getting some, good rays along the way. So I think it depends on what you're looking for. Or, you know what, maybe you're ready to try something new. You want to try something new. And so then you seek out that destination so that you can try a new adventure.
Hmm. Okay, great advice. Um, okay, so have you ever had a travel experience where you had to get creative with your workouts?
Um, huh. I feel like not that I can think of. I usually always either like head to the gym, go to Orange Theory. Um, I one vacation we were in Mexico and we tried it wasn't necessarily being creative, but we tried, those like paddle boards,
Hmm.
but it's like a paddle board, but it's not. It's literally you're in the water and you're all hooked up to each other and you're balancing on that and doing like a fitness routine.
Oh, wow.
So that was
That
yes.
sounds so scary.
Yeah, it was fun.
Uh-huh.
Um, but just like sometimes too, I feel like when you're on vacation, maybe you like think outside of the box and try things that you don't have at home.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Putting
Yeah,
yourself out there.
exactly.
And that makes it
Exactly.
memorable too. That makes it something
Yeah,
you're not going to ever forget.
for sure.
Um, let's see. What advice would you give to someone who wants to start prioritizing fitness while traveling but doesn't know where to begin?
I think just like in your everyday life, like making that commitment, number one. And then if you're a planner, which when I go on vacation, I'm not a big planner, but I have a general idea. Like, how are you going to fit your workouts in? Like if you have a big day, you're going to Disney or something, you're not going to need a workout, right? You're going to get your 10 million steps in.
Mm.
But if it's a day where you're just planning on chilling, you know what? Sleep in a little bit, make that trip to the gym. Like it's just planning and being committed to the process, right?
Mhm.
Just like if you were at home.
Hmm. Okay, great advice. Well, I have some rapid fire questions I want to ask you. Let's see what you
Okay.
think of these. So,
Okay.
and these are all like travel and fitness related.
Perfect.
Okay, first one, window or aisle seat?
Window.
Okay, you're my kind of girl. That's me too. I gotta
Yeah.
see what's going on. Shade
That's
up
right.
or down.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I would say shade. I like the shade up,
me
but
too.
if my husband's next to me, he's like, "Will you put the shade down?"
I like to see where I'm going, even
Me
if,
too.
even if you can't, see a
Yeah.
lot. And
Yeah.
it's been a while since I've seen this on a plane, but I remember being on a plane a long, long time ago. And you know how they have the cameras, like usually on the long haul flights where you can see, like, I know that they usually like show you the map of
Oh
where
yeah.
you're going. Well, this particular flight had a camera, so you could see the captain's point of view. So,
Oh
so you
wow.
could see everywhere, all around.
That's super cool.
I
Yeah, I've never
loved
seen
it.
that.
I haven't seen
Yeah.
it. I haven't seen it since, but I
Yeah.
always wanted to have that again.
Yeah, that's cool.
Let's see. Hotel gym or outdoor workout?
I'm gonna say it depends because I've been to some hotels that have really nice gyms.
Mhm.
So I would probably pick that. But if it's a yucky gym, then I'd be like, okay, let's go outside.
Yeah, for sure. What's your go-to airport snack?
Um, this is bad. Probably like candy. I like a hot tamale
Uh-huh.
or something that's not good for me.
Uh-huh. But you know what? You
Yeah.
earned it because
Yeah.
with that workout. You earned it. Uh,
Yeah.
favorite city for a long walk or run?
Um, you know what? Let's go with I'm gonna go with home, right? It's
Mhm.
home. I'm walking it's Ankeny, Iowa. That's where I'm from. I go home and it's really green and if the
Mhm.
weather's nice, I would say home is
Oh,
my
okay.
best. Yeah.
And that's in Iowa, you said?
Iowa, yep.
Okay. Well, I have to say, I have you done the Whitney Mesa? And for those of you that are listening,
Oh,
we're here in Vegas, in the Vegas area, the Whitney Mesa Recreational Trail, or I don't know if
is
that's
it it's right down from the studio, kind of, right? Is that the one you're talking
yes,
about?
yes.
Yes, I did that during COVID a lot.
I
That one
love
is
that.
nice.
I love it.
Yes.
And for those of you that haven't, anybody who hasn't been there, what I love about it is like when you get to the top of the mesa, how you can just look
Yes.
all around and see the valley, and then there's
Yes.
always we're right in that flight path, so you can see all the
Yes.
planes flying over you.
Yeah, you know what? I discovered that during COVID. That is really nice. Yeah.
My absolute hands down favorite trail.
Yeah.
Let's see, morning workout or evening workout?
Morning for sure.
Yes, we
My
are.
body doesn't work in the evening.
We have a lot in common because not
Yes.
only that, I just want to get it over with.
Exactly. I'll make too many excuses.
Absolutely. Like today, for example, that workout was
That was a tough one.
intense. And I
Sneaky.
yes, because I did it, and I did it the earlier. This is the second time of the month, right? For that,
Yes.
I
Yes.
remember doing it before, but today it just took me.
Yeah.
It
It
took
was very sneaky.
yeah. I almost I was just like, please, please stop. I almost had to beg for mercy. I just felt really bad. Let's see. Do you have a bucket list fitness experience like running a marathon in another country, yoga on the beach, or something of that nature?
Um, I would say probably like just going to as many different Orange Theories as possible. I haven't been to any outside of the US. So that was something I would really like to do. But every time I travel, I do try to hit Orange Theory if I can, because it's just nice to learn from other studios, other coaches, and just see like, what are they doing that maybe I could do?
Uh,
So probably, yeah, trying just to hit up as many Orange Theories as possible.
very cool. Okay. I want to do that too. Like I
Yeah.
went like I mentioned, I went to Spain last year and I tried so hard to get to an Orange Theory and it just didn't work out. Uh,
Yeah.
just and I didn't pressure myself or make myself I didn't feel bad about
Right.
it because the first thing is you got to enjoy your vacation. Um,
Yes.
and and it was right around the corner, but it just the timing didn't work. And like you said, when you're on vacation, a lot of times you're doing so much walking and all of those
Yeah.
kinds of things. So I mean, it worked out, but that is
Yeah.
my goal too. I want to see,
Yeah.
especially, I'm a retired Spanish teacher, and so
Oh,
that's
perfect.
the
Yeah.
yeah, I just wanted to do the workout and just and especially, and that's the other thing is that you're familiar, you understand the pattern,
Yes.
so you can take advantage of that as well.
Yes.
And
Absolutely.
yeah, so that's always cool. What's your best post-workout travel meal?
Best post-workout travel meal. Hmm. Definitely protein, something with protein.
Hmm.
So if you are out and about, maybe you find a cool little shop that you can find like a protein shake. If I'm somewhere where like I'm at a hotel, like I usually try to keep my fridge stocked with like high protein yogurt. That's something I can eat quick. And that way I'm not famished until I get to my meal.
Hmm.
But yeah, I think if I'm like traveling somewhere, I'm gonna look for the closest like cool local shop that I can get a protein shake from.
Hmm. Okay, good advice. Um, and this is one last question. And
Okay.
because this for me is so important. One song that always pumps you up during a workout.
I'm gonna say anything pink. I love pink.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. If it's
And
pink, I'm jamming. I'm ready to go.
okay, cool. Because I mean
But
that's the other thing. I love the music that you guys play at Orange Theory.
yeah.
It's always good. And sometimes and it's so funny, like I'll listen, I'll be listening to it and I just want to sing along and it's fun to watch other people sometimes when they really get into it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Do you know
What's yours? I gotta hear what yours is so I
Um,
can play it next time.
Dreams and Nightmares? I don't know if you can play it because it's explicit, but Dreams and Nightmares? Do you know
Dreams and
that one?
nightmares.
Meek Mill. Meek,
Okay, I'll have to look it up.
and don't judge me. But it's just, it does it. It works. Dreams and
There you
Nightmares.
go.
Oh,
Hey.
yeah. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate you
Of
taking the time to talk
course.
about fitness and travel, both very
Yep.
important things for all over health.
Yes, for sure. It was fun.
Yeah, definitely. And I will see you at the gym.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you for tuning in to Nostalgic Travel Talks. I hope today's episode inspired you to dive deeper into your next journey. If you enjoyed our conversation, don't forget to subscribe and leave a review. It really helps others discover the show. And if you want even more insider tips, exclusive travel deals, and personal stories, be sure to sign up for my newsletter. Just head over to my website, nostalgictravelco.com, and hit subscribe. Until next time, keep exploring and keep making those unforgettable travel memories.